If you're using Davinci Resolve and you want to do a split screen, how fast can you do it? How about if you want 4 videos on screen at once? And how fast can you zoom in while maintaining the eye line? Welcome back to Creator Reality, my friend. I'm John, and in today's video, I'm going to show you a quick tip using the built-in features of Davinci Resolve to do just that. So let's dive into Davinci Resolve and I'll show you what I'm talking about. And yes, I used the techniques I'm about to show you for the intro of this video. Was it good? Did it show you exactly what we're going to be doing today? Anyway, I've got a timeline set up in Davinci Resolve with 2 examples. The first one we're going to set up as a side-by-side split screen. And the second one, we're going to zoom in and keep that eye line, which is good for maintaining engagement. But you got to know how to turn some things on, so let's get started there. I'm going to move my playhead to the start of our split screen. And this button right up here, this is going to turn on and off our guides and center. And if I click it, you see this crosshair show up right in the center of my frame. And it doesn't matter what the resolution is, it's going to be dead center in the frame, which is great if you don't want to do the math to figure out where to put the 4 corners, the 4 video clips in your frame, or if you just want to do a really quick side-by-side split screen. Super easy and fast to do that, as I will show you. In addition, you can use the drop-down arrow and we can turn on lots of social media, broadcast and film, and safe area guides. The center is in here. As you can see, mine is turned on. If I click it, it disappears. Click it again, it shows up. But if you need a 4x5 for Instagram, boom, there it is. Or a 9x16, or a 1.91, or 16x9, they're all on screen at once. So you can divvy up your frame however you need to, which is pretty handy information, I think. But we can turn all those off and leave the center one on. I don't typically use a lot of the social media and the other guidelines there, or safe areas, but I do use this center one quite frequently. So getting started with the split screen is as easy as clicking on the clip we want on the right hand side or left. Just click on a random clip, and any one that you want to do a split screen with. And we want to make sure our inspector tab is open, so we'll click inspector until we see it, and we want to be in the video tab. Right here at the top we have transform, and I'm going to drag my position over. I want this clip to be on the right hand side, and I basically want to show the bike and what's in front of it. Your mileage may vary, and you're probably going to want to show different things, but use your best judgment. And then I'm going to come down to cropping here. If you don't see it, if this is all you see on any one of these sections, you can just click in the blank space and it'll show it to you. But I'm going to crop the left a little bit here. We're going to get to there, and you'll notice that my center mark is right there. So I need to do a little bit of fine tuning, and there we go. We're right around the middle. Now I can click on the other clip, which I know is going to be on the left, and we'll just drag it over until it's right there. And if you want, you can actually zoom in with your center mouse wheel and see how close you are to center, because I can click on my top clip and I can crop left a little bit more like that, and then click on the left clip and I can crop the right until we see, oop, there it is, a black line down the middle. There it is. And when I press Z for zoom to fit, we now have a very nice line in the middle. If you don't want that line to be black, what we can do is hold Alt and select our clips, drag up. That Alt just selected the video portion, and we can come to Effects, Generators, Solid Color, and we'll drag a solid color on, and we'll drag it to length. We can click on it, then we can choose a different color. So if I want a white line, I'll click on white, or green, or yellow. You get the idea. Let's go with white on this one. We'll click OK. Now we have a white line in the middle, and we have our split screen set up. That was pretty quick, right? And once we play this back, you can see both clips are playing. They're perfectly centered. And as an example of 4 videos on screen at once, let's take a look at the intro to this actual video. I've got my 4 video clips right here. You can see them on screen, and I will enable my center with the guide button there. And if I zoom in, you can see that they're all off of the center by a few pixels. Now, how I got there is I started with one clip, and if you click on a clip and press D, it'll disable it, or re-enable it if you press D again. And I moved that one using my inspector video transform area. I moved it over and up until it was right where I wanted in relation to that center marker. And then I went to the second one and I did the same thing, and I moved it the same distance off of the center marker as the upper right hand corner one. Then I moved to the next one, and all I did was copy the Y from our first clip, copied the Y, and then I moved the clip to the left to where it was right where I needed it. Same thing with the last one. It's in the lower right. I copied the Y off of this one and the X off of that one. So once you've built a couple of the corners, you can get the other two pretty easily. And after you've done this a few times, you'll be just as fast with it. It's really, really quite simple, but not a lot of people talk about this one, and I've been using it a lot lately, so I figured I'd share with you. Boop the like button if you're getting anything out of this video, and comment down below if you've actually used this before. Anyway, since we're done with the center, we can just click on this icon here and it goes away. And this will hide the center, the guides, the safe spaces, all that stuff. So here we are in our next clip, and I'm going to cut the beginning and end off to make sure that we are staying inside the frame there, and I'm looking at the camera. And we want to do a slow zoom for the length of this clip. We're going to need a guideline. And if I click on this button here, the center is the only one that shows up. But we're going to leave it on for now. I'm going to come in and I'm actually going to disable the center. But if I come in here, we've got rulers, so we can see how many pixels are up and down there, but that doesn't help us. We can click on guides, but nothing showed up. Well, that's because we have to go over to the view menu, and we have safe area, where we can also turn on all of those different safe areas. The rulers, we can turn it on and show pixel or percentage, which could come in handy. And then guides, that's the big one. And the only way I've found to add a guide is to click right here. So I'm going to click Add Guide, which brings up this screen where we can select from pixels or percentage. We can give it a starting position, tell Davinci Resolve whether or not it should be horizontal or vertical, and give it a color. I want to give this one a yellow color because that'll contrast nicely with what's on the frame, and I do want it to be horizontal, so I'll click Add, and it's right there in the middle. But John, it's in the middle. It's not in the eye line. Ah, but herein lies the rub. I can hover over it and get this icon and drag it up to my eye line right there. Boom. There's the eye line. So now we have our start position. Now to start our zoom, I'm going to click on my clip, make sure I have my inspector open again, make sure I'm in the video transform area, and I'm going to click on the keyframe icon over here, and I like to click this top one to make sure it just remembers everything. It's great that way. Then I'm going to go to the end of my clip, use my left arrow to go back one frame so I can see what's happening. If you have another clip that butts up against this one, it'll show that instead. So just go back one frame and you'll catch the end of the clip you want to modify and be able to see it on screen. But I want to zoom in 20%, so I'll just drag up my zoom to 1.200, and you notice we're way off on the eye line. So now I'm going to drag this around until that yellow line is right there on the bridge of my nose with my glasses, and now we have preserved the eye line. If I click back here, we're right on the eye line. Now, in this case, I'm a little higher, I'm a little lower, but it's zooming in as it plays, and it's showing you that we're still on that eye line. And if you need to adjust it, you can. Obviously, I showed you how to modify the guideline, and you can modify your zoom however you like. But if I click on this icon to hide it and then play this clip back, you can see that we're just zooming right in nice and slow as I'm talking, and your eyes are kept on my eyes, and our eyes are locked onto each other. And now you've got two sets of my eyes to watch. Which one are you watching? So now we've added one. Let's go add another one real quick. Let's add a guide. We'll add guide. We'll make this one green, and we'll give it a starting point of minus 378 pixels. We'll click Add. It's right up here. Let's say I want to bring it down there. Okay. Well, if I don't need this one anymore, how do I get rid of it? Well, you can hover over it, right click, and remove guide. And now it's gone. Or I can hover over one, right click, and edit guide. So I could change this one to blue, click save, and now it's blue. Pretty cool, huh? So now you know how to show and hide the safe areas. You can show and hide the rulers. You can show and hide the guides and that really helpful center to do split screens fast. If that's not worth a like, I don't know what is. But I have a question for you. Is it worth subscribing to my channel? And is it worth asking a question about Davinci Resolve down in the comments below? Anyway, as always, I hope you're having a great day. I hope you learned a lot, and I hope to see you again over in this video, which YouTube has picked for you. It's one of mine. You'll like it, and I'll see you there. Thanks for watching. John out.